Today we're going to put the SM7B and this new SD-1 from Universal Audio up against each other. We're going to see which one wins that clash. And honestly, it looks very similar, doesn't it? Like, it's white, and that's the only thing that's different. And maybe some design changes on the body itself, but it looks like you just took a SM7B and you painted it white. So, you know, Universal Audio was definitely trying to go for that SM7B style and try to go after the people that might want an SM7B, because it's $100 less than the SM7B, and we're going to find out if it's worth it in this video. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch back and forth between the SM7B right here and the SD-1 right here. So every time I switch, you'll hear the audio switch with it. So this is my very first video on this channel, Converted Wave. I'm going to be running this with a partner, so please stay tuned. We're going to have a ton of different stuff for you guys. So I'm going to need you guys to tell me and listen with your headphones. Tell me which one you guys think sounds best on my voice personally, and which one you think has the best kind of character out of the box. This is all raw vocals. I'm going to show you some processed vocals in a second, and we'll also go through the presets that come with the SD-1. So what's different about the SD-1 and the Shure SM7B? What's the big deal? What is the biggest differences between these two microphones? The Shure SM7B, the difference is between the SD-1 and that the microphone jack is actually where you would screw it into the stand on the SM7B. But on the SD-1, it's actually on the back here, right there. So the wire will kind of like hang out the back. So yeah, other than the design differences, you know, there's the big price difference, right? This is $399, and then the SD-1 is $299. So I mean, if you want something that's going to be a better deal, you know, the SD-1 is the one you want to go with, and I think they are pretty close. But when it comes to like music and everything, you can trust what the Shure does. And right now we're looking at the SD-1, and I'm not sure how it's going to do when it comes to doing like music applications, when it comes to singing, when it comes to rapping, when it comes to guitar, when it comes to drums. I'm not really sure. This video is definitely going to be more geared towards spoken word and kind of teaching you guys the difference and how it sounds on my voice personally, because that's all I can really show you at the end of the day and give you my opinion on it. So I will give my opinion at the end of the video on which one I do think is better. And it's really important to let you guys kind of decide you know, for yourself before I reveal that to you. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do the blind test. The SD-1 is a high-quality dynamic broadcast mic, suitable for a wide range of professional audio applications. With its cardioid polar pattern and smooth, transparent sound, it's particularly well suited for capturing both music and speech. The SD-1 is a high-quality dynamic broadcast mic, suitable for a wide range of professional audio applications. With its cardioid polar pattern and smooth, transparent sound, it's particularly well suited for both capturing music and speech. So yeah, which one do you guys think is which? Tell me in the comments. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how these sound processed. All right, so I currently have the LA2A compressor on the Shure SM7B right now, and this is kind of my go-to compressor. I really like the LA2A with the UAD. So if you don't know, you can have channel strips on your Universal Audio interface. You can put things like compressors and EQ on your channel strip, so you don't have to add that stuff after the fact. You can have it going in with the way that you do it. And so that's really perfect for live streams, which is something that I definitely do on my other channel. And so it's really important to have that. And I think that the LA2A is definitely one of the better ones to go with. So the LA2A is definitely going to be the same LA2A setup that I use with the SM7B, and I don't really know if that's going to translate perfectly. So if it doesn't, you'll know why, because it's not set up properly just for this microphone. This microphone comes with some presets, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys that right now. And then I'll go ahead and throw the presets on the SM7B's channel strip too, because why not? But since the presets come with this microphone, you're going to hear what that sounds like right now. So this is the spoken word presets, and this is what comes with the SD-1. Now, if you go to the Universal Audio website, you can download these presets once you get this, and you could actually download this even if you don't have this mic. So if you just want to try these presets out on the SM7B, then go ahead and give it a try because it might work out for you. This next preset is the lead Vox. I went ahead and just took the reverb right off of it so you can really just hear what vocal processing they put on it. And yeah, you guys can be the judge of that. I'm going to go ahead and switch it to podcast now. All right, this is the podcast setting now. And, you know, this is just presets, so maybe it doesn't sound the greatest right off the bat. You might need to tweak a few things. So yeah, just keep that in mind with presets. They're not always the best right out the gate. So here is the spoken word preset on the Shure SM7B. Remember, this is meant for the SD-1, so if it doesn't sound great, that's because it's not really meant for the SM7B, though I don't see why you won't be able to use it with the SM7B. So this is the lead Vox preset on the SM7B. So you could tell me what you guys think of that, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one, which is podcast preset. We're speaking into the SM7B on the podcast preset that's meant for the SD-1. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that, and we're pretty much done with the presets here. And I can't forget to mention that this microphone has switches in the back just like the SM7B does, but their switches are actually just kind of mechanical, and you can just flick it without having to stick a knife in it or something really thin to kind of move the switch. But the switch is a cut in the low frequency range, and then the other switch is a boost in the vocal articulation range, is what they call it on the SD-1 instruction booklet. It's okay. I'm not a real big fan of the switches or the way that they sound. I'm gonna let you guys hear what they sound like right now. So this is with the boost engaged, and you guys can be the judge of that. I'm not a big fan of it, but we're going to go ahead and switch it back, and I'm going to show you guys the low cut. All right, now we're back, and this is the low cut, and again, I'm not the biggest fan of the way that switches are going to work on here, but I wasn't really a big fan of how the switches kind of sound with my voice on the SM7B either, so that's not really a downside. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to its normal form. And here it is back in its normal position. So in conclusion, in my opinion, I think that the Shure SM7B and the SD-1, they're very close. And for my voice in particular, I think I prefer the SD-1. I just kind of like that it's sort of really good out of the gate. The raw vocals sound pretty good, to be honest with you, and I'm a big fan of what this microphone can do for $100 less than the SD-1. What I'm doing isn't going to necessarily be able to tell you what this can do with vocals or a guitar or drums, things like that. I won't be able to show you. Like I said, this is really just me showing you if this is going to be a good microphone for the podcasters, for the content creators, for people that do spoken word, voiceovers, things like that. This is a good contender to the SM7B, and in my opinion, I like it better than the SM7B for my particular voice. Does that mean that it's better than the SM7B at the end of the day? I can't really tell you that. You guys are going to have to decide that for yourself. But for $100 less than the SM7B, man, sign me up. Well, if you like this kind of content, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to Converted Wave. I'm just one half of Converted Wave. We're going to have a lot of stuff on this channel, including audio engineering tutorials, Pro Tools, Logic, Ableton Live, you name it, we're going to do it. I love Ableton Push, so I'm going to do some Ableton Push 2 tutorials, so stay tuned if you guys are interested in any of that. Also going to have a lot more gear reviews coming up, so we're going to try to grow this channel and make it a really cool channel for everybody to kind of follow. So hopefully you guys are really into what we're doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. I'm going to go ahead and do like a explosive test. Pete made a pizza and then popped a potato. Pete made a pizza and then popped a potato. Pete made a pizza and then popped a potato. I can't do this. Pete made a pizza and then popped a potato. Pete made a pizza and then popped a potato. All right, so you can kind of get the gist of that.